Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today we'll be doing a comparison between the Rolex GMT-Master II on my left here, reference number 116710 BLNR, versus the Rolex Datejust 41, newly released at the Bezel World 2017 show, reference number 126334. We'll be going over the price, the dials, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movements towards the end of the video. Okay, so as of January 2018, you can get the Rolex BLNR or the Rolex GMT-Master II at an authorized Rolex retailer for $8,950, or you can get the Datejust 41 for $9,350. Of course, here at JazTime.com, we always strive to have the lowest prices anywhere online, so give our website a quick, thorough look through before you move forward with your purchase. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the dials of the watches. So the GMT-Master II on the left, it's more of a sportier watch. I wouldn't say it's a full sports watch. It's more like a hybrid of a sports and a dress watch. So we still have the sports style dial, which is the circular arrow markers with the index at the 6 and 9 o'clock position with a triangular arrow marker at the 12 o'clock position, and that's reminiscent to such things as the Submariner or the Deep Sea, where they have that similar style dial called the Maxi dial. Maxi dial is more recent Rolex style hour marker dials, where the circular markers are actually a little bit larger. They're about 30% larger than the older style dial. For the Datejust, we have just very simple index hour markers, fashioned in 18 karat white gold to prevent any tarnishing. Both watches have luminous fillings on the hour markers and on the hour and minute hand of the watches. The GMT-Master II having a Mercedes hands for the watch, and also a nice thicker minute hand, whereas the Datejust has a more streamlined, thinner hour and minute hand, with the tips being luminous. And the luminosity that's used in both watches are the same. It's a highly legible chromolite display with long-lasting blue luminescence that goes for up to 8 hours. So both have very nice visibility in the dark. It's going to be a little bit better with the GMT-Master II because of the Mercedes hand having that thicker hour hand will be easier to read. Okay. Besides that, we have date windows at the 3 o'clock position, with Cyclops lens on top of that sapphire crystal for magnification, easier viewing of those dates. One thing to mention that the GMT-Master II has in addition over to the Datejust 41 is that it has an additional hour hand, and it's located by this central hour hand with this long blue highlighted triangular tipped hour hand, and that allows for additional tracking of a secondary time zone, and that's using correspondence to the bezel. On the bezel of the watch, as you can see, has a 24-hour graduated scale. Okay, so specifically for the dial colors, the GMT-Master II does not have any other dial colors. However, it does have the original style. This is actually what we refer to as the Batman style, which is the black top half of the bezel being black and the bottom half being blue, with a blue hour hand. The GMT comes in a standard style, which is just an all black bezel with a green secondary hour hand as secondary hour hand. The Datejust, more of a dressier watch, so it has numerous different color styles for this model. Those dial colors can be white, rhodium, as obviously blue in my hand here, silver, and black. So those are the available colors for this watch. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the bezel now. So for the bezel of the watch, as I mentioned, with the GMT-Master II, it is a bidirectional rotatable 24-hour graduated bezel with the two-tone color of the blue and the black. It is made out of a ceramic. Or what Rolex likes to call Cerachrome bezel. So it's highly scratch resistant. Bidirectional meaning that the bezel can adjust both ways, as you see. And like I said, that's for helping track an additional time zone. And I can go ahead and show you that with the crown function. But before we do that, take a look at the Datejust 41's bezel. This one, the Datejust 41's bezel is just a nice fixed bezel. It's made out of 18 karat white gold, nicely high polished. As you can see, captures light very nicely and patterns very nicely with the case of the watch. As you can see, for the case of the watch, the GMT-Master II has a nice polished or brushed steel, while the Datejust 41 has nice high polish on the lugs of the case. And you can see high polish on the bottom as well. brushed steel on the bottom of the GMT-Master II. Okay, so let me actually show you that crown function that I was mentioning. So the GMT-Master II can track 2 different time zones, and that's done by using the bezel and the crown functions. So with the crown, both for this GMT-Master II is a triple waterproofness system. Unwinds counterclockwise as shown. Okay, and then in the standard position, this is where you can actually wind the watch 15 to 20 times from a dead stop is all you need to get it back and up and running. The next tugging of the crown will let you adjust the hour hand with the quick hour jump system. As you can see, the hour hand jumps to each individual hour marker. This is also how you adjust the date as well. As you can see at the 3 o'clock position, the date changing after every 2 revolutions of the hour hand. Okay, so how it works to track an additional time zone with the GMT hand is that in the final portion, final tugging of the crown, you can adjust the hands bidirectionally. So for example, the example I like to use the most is traveling from London to the Philippines. So let's just say let's say 1:10 in London right now. So you can go ahead and adjust that secondary hour hand to 1:10 as shown. So it's 1:10 currently, and then you can just simply swap back to the hour hand and adjust as so. So 1:10 at 7 will be 8:10, and there we are. Simple as that. Of course, you can also use the bezel to make it to also do that without having to adjust the hour hand. So let's just say right now, London time 1:10. Actually, apologize. The bezel can be used to track a 3rd time zone as well. So you can say that your London time, your home time is 1:10. Your Philippines time that you're currently at is 8:10, and then you can swap over the bezel to an additional time zone, however you like. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. Always make sure screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep the watch water resistance as I mentioned, and have the crown nice and protected between the crown protectors. And a crown protectors is usually made for sportier Rolex pieces, as you can see with the Datejust, no crown protectors. For the case size, we're looking at a 40mm case, so from index finger to my thumb here, that's 40mm in diameter for the GMT-Master II, 41mm in diameter for the Datejust 41, as the name states. And for the profile of the watches, GMT-Master II is going to be larger than the Datejust 41. And that's because the GMT-Master II has that additional complication of that additional hour hand, so that complication is added to the size of the movement, and it makes it increase in size just a bit. As you can see, Datejust 41, much nice, sleek, slimmer case. But if you like a little bit larger watches, and GMT-Master II might be for you. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the bracelets now. So for the bracelets of the watch, we have nice oyster bracelets with nice high polish down the center of the 3-piece links that contrast very nicely against the brushed steel of the outer of the 3-piece links. Same patterning through the clasp, nice high polish down the center, and on the bottom portion of the bracelet as well. For the clasp itself, we're looking at a sportier clasp for the GMT-Master II, which is a safety folding oyster lock, and for the Datejust, just a simple folding oyster. So GMT-Master II, this is a safety, is this little hinge here, opens up as so, and that sits on top of the folding oyster. So pretty much the same in that regard in this portion, as you can see, easily accessible. And there we are, nice high polished clasp blades with the Rolex name embossed onto that high polish. Okay. Alright, so let me actually go ahead and talk about the movement now of the watch. So the movement is housed in a simple oyster case backing. For the GMT-Master II, we're looking at a GMT movement, which is a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement and-house made by Rolex. It's the caliber 3186 movement. It has a precision of -2 +2 seconds a day, and has the functions of the central hour, minute, and seconds hand, along with the additional hour GMT hour hand and instantaneous or rather quick hour jump setting that helps to change the date and set the hour hand independent of the seconds hand and the minute hand. So the minute hand and seconds hand will keep running when you're adjusting that hour hand by itself. And I've shown you that function with the crown features. The oscillator for this watch is a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which adds additional resistance against magnetism for the watch. And the power reserve of this watch is 48 hours, meaning you can put this watch on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Sunday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. For the Datejust 41, we're looking at a newer style movement based off the Rolex's flagship model, the Datejust 40, which has a 3255 movement. It is a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement in-house made by Rolex as well. This movement in this watch is a 3235 movement, and what they did is they added a Kranji, or what Rolex calls the Kranji escapement wheel, which is a skeletonized escapement wheel that's made of a nickel phosphorus, so that skeletonization of the wheel reduces the inertia for the watch, keeping more precise timekeeping, helping it stay at that precision of -2 + 2 seconds a day. With that nickel phosphorus material having additional resistance against magnetism, that pairs well with the blue parachrome hairspring, which is an oscillator that has additional resistance against magnetism as well. The power reserve of this watch specifically is 70 hours because of that addition of that Kranji escapement. So that means this watch can be put down on a Friday evening, picked back up on a Monday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. So about almost 24 hours or a day over the GMT in terms of power reserve. Now let me go ahead and show you these watches on my wrist now. So once again, safety folding oyster. So there's a safety. There's the folding oyster. Opens up as so. And there we are. So this is the GMT-Master II, or nicknamed the Batman. Okay, so beautiful use of the blue contrasting against the black of the dial. And here's the Datejust 41, as shown as so. And see, Datejust 41, nice simple dial face, just index hour markers, the date, and there's the watches. Okay, so if you're interested in any of these models, or if you're interested in these models or any other models for the lowest possible price, check out our website at JazTime.com. We have the lowest prices guaranteed. We offer a 1-year warranty. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at JazTime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.